Hey guys, so obviously for those students who don't live in Korea, recently the saying called insa and asa has been very popular these days. And basically for you guys who don't live in Korea, I'll tell you guys what it means. Okay, for some reason people think it is really cool to be an insa while it's really bad to be an asa. And for those people who have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, insa just means an insider and asa just means an outsider. And basically if you're insa, basically you just have a lot of friends, you just have a big communication with everybody, and you're just a very popular kind of guy. Well, if you're asa, you're very quiet, you don't have much friends. And people have been recently using this as kind of to separate two types of people. So recently I was surfing through my Instagram photo and I saw one of my friend's photo that she took in her birthday party, and I was like carefully looking at it, and I realized I know every single person in that photo. Not close, but I know every single person, one of them, and I say hi to them, and we're kinda close with everyone. So I commented, hey, I know every single person in that photo. Kinda funny, right? But interesting enough, she didn't know that I knew everyone in that photo. So she said, wow, I'm surprised. Obviously you would know them because you're a huge insa. And that took me as a surprise because I never considered myself an insa. And the reason I'm talking about this is recently I've noticed that a lot of people have been thinking that I'm a huge insa, which means a lot of people think that I'm very extroverted and that I have a lot of friends and I have a lot of connections, and basically I'm friends with everybody. I do kind of have these characteristics, but me personally, I believe that I'm a huge asa. A lot of the times I would, go out to people, say hi and get to know them, which is why in my university I know quite a lot of people. I know a lot of people in my club, I know a lot of people outside of my club, in my department, and it's weird to see a lot of people actually stating out that I'm a huge insa. But to be honest, I believe that I'm a huge asa, and the reason is because I don't actually have a group of friends that I meet on a weekly basis or just a daily basis inside my university that I hang out with like a lot of my other friends have. A lot of my other friends basically have this type form of group where they basically hang out every day or like on a weekly basis, but I don't actually have that friend in Korea. And I know it's been a year and a half and nearly 2 years since I've moved to Korea, but I've noticed that I haven't actually made those friends. I've made a lot of friends, not gonna lie. I'll probably say I'm one of the people who actually knows a lot of people in my university. I know a huge chunk of them, but to be honest, I'm not really close with them. I would have coffee or dinner once in a while there and there, but I wouldn't have that huge tight group of friends that I just hang out with on a weekly basis. And interesting enough, that actually group of friends still exists for me, but not in Korea. My group of friends that I hang out with in New Zealand, my friends such as Reef, Finn, Jared, Dean, Solomon, Tom, like these group of friends that I actually met in New Zealand, I still chat with them nearly every day through Discord. And to be honest, that is what actually makes me happy, that I'm not all alone. They are the reasons that I actually don't feel like I need to have this tight group in Korea. But it is so stupid how people would consider me as an insa because I just know a lot of people. Like I would consider someone who is insa has a tight group of friends and that would usually get invited to parties like literally every day, or just everyone would want them around them. But for me, to be honest, not a lot of people actually go out of their way to invite me to stuff. Like yes, occasionally people invite me to parties, yes, occasionally people will ask me if they want to drink, get coffee or get dinner or something. But to be honest, most of the times the people that I know, they're just people that I just say hi to, and maybe very rarely I just basically get coffee with them, just take a sit down and just chat. That's about it. So I don't actually consider myself insa, but it was interesting to see that a lot of people literally saying that I'm a huge insa. Anyways, if you guys are foreigners who are in Korea and has been hearing a lot about this insa and asa, that's basically the TLDR version. But I'm not gonna lie, if you're in university or something, you probably realize that friends are not as important as you might think. Yes, friends are very important, but a lot of the times they will come into your life and they will disappear really quickly. Like I'm not gonna lie, all those friends that I've met in high school and middle school, I thought they will always be there for me, but as I grow up I realized that they all gonna separate into their own lives. But interesting enough, I still believe that in university the most important thing isn't the education, but more in making connections with people. Which is why I understand when people think that I'm a huge insa, because I know a large number of people. But I'm not gonna gonna lie, those numbers don't really correlate to the quality I have with everyone. The quality of friendship I have with everyone is pretty low, but just the number of people that I know is pretty high. Anyways, that's my little rant on like this Insa and Asa. If you guys have any more questions or about any slangs in Korea, or just any questions more about this Insa and Asa, you guys can feel free to ask me what it is. But it's basically, like I said, insider and outsider. And I know most of you guys probably think that outsiders are probably mostly introverts and Insa are all probably extroverts, which is kind of true, but that's how people want to refer to it. And a lot of people in Korea actually refer to it as being introverted as a very bad thing. Anyways, that's it for our show this week. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys can feel free to like, subscribe, and comment if you guys want to. If you guys don't, you don't have to. I won't force you. Well, I'll see you guys next week, same place, same time. See you guys. Ciao for now.